And so I start with this first, is your facial cleanser. And you can just use a little amount. You do not, a little goes a long way in all of your facial products. It should not matter what brand it is. But yeah, so here we go. You want to lather up very well until you see like white suds on your hand. And notice that I rinse my face at least 3 times to make sure that I get all of the facial cleanser off of my face. You do not want to leave any residuals of the facial cleaner on your face. And notice that I also, with my washcloth, I am tapping my skin. As our skin matures, you want to protect it like a fine wine. It's something that you just absolutely love. Tugging and pulling and scratching your skin is just a complete no-go. And you should, advise your daughters and your nieces and whoever when they're younger, do not pull on their skin. It is very sensitive, and we lose elasticity in our skin as we become more seasoned and we mature. So now let's move on to my second product, and the second thing that I do in my skincare routine. I use a toner. This is Be Pure's Glow Up Toner. It smells like watermelon. What I also love about these products is that the packaging, that's real glass, and it's thick glass. And these products I bought the toner, the face wash, the nighttime moisturizing moisturizer, and my face serum, and everything was under $10. So that's definitely coming into, you can live a luxurious lifestyle on a glam budget, ladies. So I love this, and the smell is amazing. Whenever I go to my Dollar Tree, I look for this, I hunt it down. The toner, the whole line literally has me in a chokehold, and I'm not the only one. So go on TikTok, put in Be Pure Glow Up Toner. It has watermelon extract and also hyaluronic acid, which helps the skin barrier to become plump and look, just great. Another thing I want to mention is that in between products, you want to give it a little time to rest and to sink in. And if you look at my skin now, how it's already, taking on the effect of that facial cleanser. I can tell by, the light on my forehead, and the makeup's gone. And I didn't wear any makeup, but the oil and so on, you just want to get rid of all of that and just, the whole day, let it go down the drain in your sink. So moving on, I'm going to get a cotton pad, and I'm going to, in this step, I like to actually saturate my pad. One, because I don't want the abrasion from the cotton pad to pull and tug on my skin. So I'm just going to fill this buddy up until it's like soaked through on both sides. And you want to gently go around your face. I get my temples, under my chin, around my mouth. And I also do it under my neck. And I perform these in the direction in which I want my skin to go. Pulling. You want to pull your skin up. And so that's what I do. And be very careful. Notice that I'm not going all the way underneath my eye line, because these chemicals, they do not belong in our bodies. They belong on the outside. So I'm going to give it another good swipe. I always like to check afterwards, even though you may think this is a little bit gross. I wore no makeup today, and I don't know if you can see that, but there was still some dirt and oil that was picked up from there. So a little bit of conversation while I'm going to let this sit in. So what are some of the tips and tools that you use to make sure that you have glowy, youthful looking skincare? Do you have a skincare routine? I want women to know that after your 40s and your 50s, even 60s and beyond, it's never too late to start a skincare routine. I was fortunate in that my mother and my grandmother, I emulated probably most of the things that they did as far as beauty and carrying yourself as a woman and carrying yourself gracefully as a woman. And one of those things was skincare and taking care of, the physical, the largest organ in your body, and it is our skin. So let me know in the comments, how long have you been taking care of your skin? Do you have a skincare routine? If not, start today, okay? Okie dokie, ladies. So this takes me to my third product, and it is my facial serum. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that again. It's a complete product line. This is the Be Pure Glow Up Serum with watermelon extract, and this has niacinamide. And niacinamide is very good as an anti-aging product, meaning it helps diminish wrinkles, leaves our skin firm, moisturized, reduces the signs of pores in our face. And this is one of my favorite steps. And the fact that it has a light watermelon scent is just, it's like having a dessert before bed. So again, I like to get a fingertip full, maybe two, to get my moisturizer in, because this is such an important step, especially before bedtime, because when we sleep, that's when our body is doing all of the work to restore our health, get rid of all the bad things that we've encountered for the day. It's good for our brains and our bodies. It helps us with stress. Now they're even saying that if you're not getting a good night's sleep, that it can even affect your ability to maintain a healthy weight, or if you're like me, trying to lose weight. So all those things are good. And one thing I love to do is to tap the product into my skin, gently around my eyes, my forehead. This also helps with lymphatic drainage and cellular removal throughout the face. And it just prepares us for a good night of restorative sleep. My lips are very dry, so that's one of the last things I will be treating, but I see it right now. I have like this gray cast over it, so excuse me for that, but that's because also I have nothing on. Okay, so now we're moving on to our, fourth step? 1, 2, 3, yes. Our fourth step. People do their eye serums afterwards. I do mine before. Again, I'm not a doctor, so, take this as entertainment information, but you decide and you let me know. I've always, again, just a little teeny tiny bit, a little goes a long way with our skincare products. So this is a Be Pure eye serum. It's compared to oil of Olay eyes, or this eye lifting serum. Again, it claims to brighten. Now notice that immediately my skin feels a little bit dry, not horribly stripped of moisture, but I am going to add a little more product to my eye area. Again, you do not want to go all the way to the lash line. You want to go out to where we get you do not want to go on the eyelid line here, but you want to go underneath where we have bags and dark circles tend to accumulate, and go all the way out to where our crow's feet or our laugh lines, our happy lived life lines that we've, aging and getting older is a blessing, because there are so many people who, and I'm sure this is the same in your world, did not make it to this point. And I am forever grateful for God, for the Creator and the universe to have let me live this time. And God willing, I will live to be a healthy, youthful woman from now until the next 60 years. Okay, so we're done with this eye serum. I can already feel, not in a bad way, but I can feel it just doing the things. You let me know if you see a difference. I see a complete difference in my skin. And again, remember, I had no makeup on, and I still feel and look clean, and my pores are not so large, and all of the things. Okay, so to our next product, it is the Be Pure Again Glow Up Night Moisturizer, and this again has watermelon extract and another dose of niacinamide, and I absolutely love the packaging. Pink is my favorite color. I would bathe in pink suds and water if I could. Again, look at that. I mean, the packaging alone, I guarantee the packaging alone probably costs more than, maybe even the product, but this is very high end. And I just feel extremely luxurious, glamorous, and, special at the end of the day after we pour into our jobs, or whether you're self-employed and you're at home taking care of your children, this is just a couple of minutes where I can give myself some self-care. And this is my favorite step. Even it feels so amazing. And I just imagine while I'm sleeping, my cells are just taking all this in. Also, don't forget your neck and your chest, your décolletage. I even put a little bit on my shoulders. A lot of the skincare, and I wish I had done this when I was younger, but you do better when you know better, that I even put these products on my hands because we neglect our hands with protecting it from the sun, and you get age spots. So this is the time, if you do forget during the day, to just, wrap your hands in these luxurious products and just see how good they smell and how, moisturize your hands and all the things. You just want to get the body prepared for a night of deep restorative sleep, especially in midlife, because we need it more than ever, more than ever. Okay, so I am all good. I'm going to take out my contacts and let's move on to my last and final step. See you soon. Hi, I'm back. So this is my most favorite time of day. Excuse me with the glare in my glasses, but this is my favorite time of day. The world is quiet and calm. My children are done with their activities, work, school, and I literally take a huge sigh of relief that everyone's home, everyone's safe, we made it through the day, and I like to take time to enjoy a cup of chamomile tea. This is ginger and chamomile. Ginger is also very good for your stomach, and the chamomile just sets the scene. It relaxes me. It prepares me for a good night's sleep, and I love the flavor of it. So the ginger and the chamomile, it's like work on my stomach, do the things, remove the toxins from my skin, and it's great. So that's how I wind down. Another part of now my nighttime routine, it's like you guys get a twofer. Can you believe that? We get a twofer, ladies, is preparing my pillows with lavender. This is 100% pure and natural lavender essential oils. And I was lucky in this that I have a little dropper and there's a little bit in there and I drop it around my pillows. I also have a spray if you don't want to ruin your bed linens, which it doesn't ruin it. I've never seen a stain. They have a spray as well, and you can spray it, mist it over your bed linens. So I set up my linen, and then magnesium glycinate. I take it every night. It helps with anxiety. There's so many functions in our body that require magnesium, and so I added this to my nighttime routine several years ago, and I definitely swear by it. But again, contact your doctor. Do not try any of these things that I'm mentioning without consulting a licensed physician first. So I take my magnesium. Time to put on my Marie lip mask. Has deep hydration developed by dermatologists. It is made with natural ingredients. It's not tested on animals. It's for all skin types, they say. And this is also made with natural berry extract. And about a couple months ago, at the end of spring, my lips were so, chapped, cracked, and I mean, they just felt horrible to the point that I was unable to wear lipstick. And I don't know about you, but no one's got time for that. I love to wear makeup. I love applying it. And if I cannot, wear a good matte lipstick or cream lipstick or without that horrible cracking feeling, it's an issue for me. So I just massage that deep in. And literally within 7 to 10 days, the cracking had decreased, the dryness. I mean, it's just an ultimate, just a luxurious feeling. And guess what? It goes along with the berry vibe, which I'm in love with right now. So pink and berries, strawberries, blueberries, they're all everywhere. And so my last and final thing before I get into bed, put your cell phones away. I'm guilty of this as well. This is not my cell phone. Put the cell phones away. I talked to my children about this, and now I'm going to take my own advice. I had just recently started incorporating putting my phone in another room because I wake up throughout the night. And if I wake up, instead of going back to sleep, I get on my phone and I start perusing, the social media. And once the brain is awakened with those little, hits of dopamine, then you're not going to sleep. So what I do is, because I'm an avid reader, is I will get my Kindle. It's set already on, a low light or nighttime mode to read. I'll read a biblical devotional, and I'll take this time to pray, thank the Lord for all that He's given me and protected me and my family from. And I end my day with that. So I hope you found this nighttime skincare routine that magically has turned into a bedtime routine on top of that. And we get ready for, oh, I forgot one thing, which is probably going to really age me, is this is a weighted heating pad. And I got this from Walmart. It has a vibration mode, and it also has a heat mode. I have this thing on regardless to how hot it is outside. And this is just, and the fact now that it's weighted, it adds another element of comfort to sore, achy bones if you've worked out or, again, had a stressful day. So I hope you guys have an amazing night's sleep. And yes, if any of this content sounds good to you, and you have friends and you want to join the Grace and Glamorous Faith and Beauty community, please share this video, hit subscribe, like it, and let me know what are some things that you do that for your skincare, nighttime skincare in the morning, and what are those things that just help you to wind down at the end of the day? Because we learn from each other, and I consider myself an eternal student, and I love learning about things that will make my life easier, your life easier, and my friend and my family's life easier. So again, hit that subscribe and like button. The like button is free, so please do that and help me grow. I want to reach as many women and as I can to make this place and our world a more compassionate, loving, and kind environment for us, our families, and our children in the future. So until next time, you have an amazing